What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Peace to the planet. How y'all doing today? Today is Tuesday, 10:10 right now. Hope you guys had a great day, tomorrow's Wednesday, more or less, almost halfway through the week. Real quick today, just wanted to get real personal real quick. I just wanted to do a little PSA to the family, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real brief today. The video I'm doing is just gonna be really to send a message out to all the women in my family, so all the women around me, all the women in my life. So if y'all could just bear with me, and I'm gonna get out y'all way, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Most likely y'all probably not be interested in this one, but this is for them because this is my platform and I want to utilize it to say what I want to say to them, and it's coming directly from my heart, and this is how I feel. First off, I want to thank my moms. Mom, I don't know where I would be without you, and you being the type of mother you are or were, and me becoming the man that I am. That's just the way God designed it. That's what it was supposed to be, and that's what it is, you know. First off, I love my mom dearly. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. My mom is very driven. She's hard-headed at times. Could be very mean, you know. But yet and still, that's my mom. I love her to death. Coming up as a kid, it's a lot. I'm not even gonna get into it. Just know that my mom, for a very long time, my mom never told me she loved me. It's not till about probably like 8 years now of saying I love you to each other. Yeah, but every time we get off the phone, and I learned to just love my mom and just make sure I tell everybody else I love them, because I never had that coming up. So now that I know what it is, I just want to give it to everybody that I know that I truly do love. If I say it, I meant it. And I'm going to always love you regardless. So, my mom was, to me, was one of those mothers. I asked a lot of questions. It's like, why you do this? Why you do that? Like, why didn't you do this? Or why you didn't do that? I blame it to the fact that maybe, being the firstborn, she didn't know a lot of things, and yet and still, I could blame it on that, but for her to be at this age and still have some of those characteristics, it bothers me. So, but yeah, and still, that's something she got to deal with. She know when I come around, I'm not taking sides. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm gonna call you out on it. That's just the way it is. I don't care who it is. But just wish my mom could let go of some of the things that she harnessed or hold on to. Like, life is too short, And, ask her to do certain things, based on the fact that if you're not doing this for your mother, how you think I'm going to treat you? So I think that's one of the situations that bother me the most when it comes to my mom. Because next person up would be, I'm talking about, is my grandmother. My grandmother, to me, in my eyes, is my mother. Meaning, like, she's my actual mother. She didn't give me birth, but to me, I look at her as my mom. I mean, my grandmother can't do no wrong in my eyes. I love her to death. I don't know if I ever loved somebody as hard as I do with my grandmother. It's my favorite person in the world. Don't nobody come before her. I'll do anything for her. I truly, truly, truly love my grandmother with my entire whole being. There's nothing she would ask me, I would not be willing to do. Anybody ever talk back to her, disrespect her, that's, what I'm saying? It's like a spit in my face. So people know when it comes to my grandmother, you disrespect her, you ever say something wrong, or she don't like the way you doing something, and I'm going against you with her. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Grandmother's the sweetest person in the world. A person get to that age, they have the right to say, do whatever they want, because it's because of them this whole family exists. So it's a level of respect that must be upheld. Back in the days, those grandmothers held the family together. They were like glue. There was a foundation to the house. There was the gasoline in the car. You understand? There was the rent money that kept you in the house. That kept the roof over your head. The food on the table that kept you hungry, that kept you full. Like, my grandmother, there's so much I could tell you about her. I learned so much from that woman. And it's part of her why I am so ambitious. I'm so driven. I'm so hardworking. I'm so devoted on, doing right so I can help my family. All that goes to her. Like, she's the ultimate hustler. I mean, ultimate. There's times me and her sitting on the corner selling cinnamon sticks, boots, pots. I mean, you name it. On the corner of Nostrand on one day, in church, the next on Carlo on 144 on Broadway one day, like, wherever she was, I was right there under her as her firstborn, And I love that woman dearly, like I said, that's the ultimate to me. When it comes to her, the only person that would be before her is God. That's how I feel. After that, be my aunt. My aunt, she's such a sweetheart, My mother's older sister. She is just the best, like the kindest person, do anything for you if she could, if she had it. But sometimes those things kind of hinder because it's taking advantage, her love, her kindness, If she was as mean as my mom was, but she's the firstborn of the family, my grandmother's firstborn. And to me, she's like, she's the mom that I wish my mom was, as far as attitude and personality wise. she's like my third mom. You know what I'm saying? And then there goes my aunt, which is my grandmother's second daughter, which is in Haiti. Stands about uh, five something like. You know what I mean? Very short little lady. But man, it don't get no purer than that, man. I mean, when I say heart of gold, the most precious little flower, man. Like, man, I love her so much. Like my little auntie, man. Another one I consider to be my mom. And then I wish my mom had her attitude, you know, but it is what it is, you know. I remember times me and her and her husband sitting there before I come to America, sitting there crying because I didn't want to come to America at the time. You know, I was born in Brooklyn, but for the first couple of years, yeah, I know the story. I was in Haiti, but every time it was time to leave, I did not want to leave her, man. That was my everything, my little auntie, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see her, you know, I just put her under my arms and just hug her. It's just so short. But I love her to death, man. Next would be my sister. My sister is one of the most pure, most beautiful souls I know. Super smart. Has so much potential, but you know, don't tap into it. It pisses me off for her because she could have been far. You know, it's like when you want something so bad for somebody, you know, and they don't want it for themselves, it's like that pisses me off about her. You know, that's the way it is with my sister. You know. Talks a lot. Run her mouth a lot, big mouth. You know. But that's my baby sister. I love her to death. You know. And next will be the actual baby sister. This one right here, she's very special to me because for the simple fact it's like she's my sister, but in a sense she's like my daughter. You understand? Because I basically raise her. The love for me and the respect for me is, you know, far supersedes her own parents because she know I would put my foot in her behind. I don't play that. Since she was a little girl, man, you know, she would do the most outlandish things. She would climb the top of remember those old school things that, like, wall units used to have with a city, those, you got pieces of, you know, sculptures and stuff sitting on the side, and in the center would be the TV. So this little girl would climb up to the very top and jump to the bottom. The top at the bottom would be a couch, and she was just like a little dirt devil, man. Like, man, cutest little precious little thing, man. But man, you would have thought she was a little boy the way she would just be getting into everything. But remember sitting down with her every week, every Sunday. I would sit down to her and explain to her and just talk to her and just drill her about, you know, the importance of hard work and just being a young lady and carrying yourself a certain way, you know. It made me proud, you know, to say that now, you know, she has her own business. she's about to get married, and only thing about my little sister that I dislike, she has an anger problem, and she's disrespectful. I mean, not with me, because she know I don't play that, but with others. One of those who's loose in the mouth, you know? And it pisses me off because first off, you wasn't raised that way. But the most utterly disrespectful person I know, like, I always tell her, listen, ignore it. It's not that serious. You know, always letting things get to her and always want to fight everything. Like, yo, that doesn't pay your bill. That's not a full up your refrigerator. Let it go. But that's the baby. Moving right along. Lori is my uncle's daughter, of his firstborn daughter. And Lori to me is like my little baby sister because I raised her. She was like right there, you know. For so many years in my life, I was like, you know what I'm saying, taking care of her. Just, you know, raising her the proper way, but you know, whatever life was handing me, what I was going through, I was not able to be there consistently, physically, because I was getting into a lot of trouble, and you know, my living situation wasn't right, and it was just like, but Lori did something to me. I think it's going on about a year now. She did something that broke my heart. And when she did this, it totally, you know, it's like somebody stabbed me, you know, and I completely cut her off. I don't know, you know, I didn't know how to deal with it because so many times in my life I've sat her down and I spoke to her time and time again. And when she did this, it hurt. It really hurted badly. And I know, you know, I should have sat down with her and spoken to her, but I was so hurt by what she did. It was just like, I didn't know how to deal with it. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it, you know. So the other day, she randomly called me out of nowhere. I guess her father must have told her the situation with my eyes, and she was just checking up on me. Caught me off guard, and that was the first time me hearing her voice in almost a year, possibly a year, and a little bit over a year. And you know, I'm still in pain, honestly. But it's time to heal and it's time to have that conversation. She is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video, so she could know how much I love her. I love her dearly. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for her. But I need her to know her potential and her worth and her possibilities of her being her best self. So, with that being said, you know, I love you, Lori. I love you dearly, sweetie. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. You're becoming an adult now. You're about to graduate this year from high school. I'm going on to college next year. So, you know, we have to have that talk, and we're going to have that sit down and go over a couple of things. But know that I love you. I never stop loving you. You just hurt me so bad. I'd never been hurt like that before. So, moving right along, my little cousin, which is Lori's sister, Hannah, Hannah is just like perfect example of my grandmother when she was young. When she was a baby, I remember she was a splitting image of my grandmother. You know, Hannah's my little honey bunny. You know what I'm saying? I love her to death. I want to be like her big sister in so many ways, and very smart. But sometimes she just don't know how to tap into those with that hard work ethic. And you know, I truly believe if they were around me, like if I had it my way, all my family would be living under one roof. And you know, therefore we can teach one another and love one another and support one another the way it's supposed to be done. But yeah, Hannah is one of them smart girls, like very, you know what I mean? Very sweet, like man, heart of gold. But you know, there's times she does things that piss me off, and you know, I have to let her know like that's not the way. And there is my aunt, which is in Haiti, which is my grandmother's sister. This aunt was one of the aunts who was taking care of me, cleaning my diapers. I mean, like, I don't forget it. My aunt is like, she's another mother to me. I love her dearly, you know, and so many times I wish I was able to do for her and have her here in this country and just be able to, you know. She has 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and it's like, you know, she's a hustler, bona fide hustler, you know, and still look young as I remember her, man. I went to Haiti just recently in February, and it was like, man, love my aunt, you know. I've seen her kids for the first time. It was just amazing, you know, to have them there with me at the resort, and then it was everybody. It was just a beautiful thing to see the family just enjoying themselves, and it was just like, wow. Then there goes my aunt, the short one. I told you she has 2 girls. These 2 girls are, you know, they're very special to me because, you know, they don't have that support, that love, that, you know what I mean, that I wanted to show to them as I've shown to every woman in my family. And any time they ever ask me for anything, I don't even consider a thought about it. Whatever it is they need, I'm there. And for so long, I haven't been in communication with them or seen them. And it's the first time I've seen them physically in years since they was babies. And they were so grown and just so beautiful, man. And sweetest little things, man. I just wish I could be there for them and be there for my aunts and all the women in my family the way I would want to, financially, mentally, and just be able to support them and strengthen their mindset so they can understand their true worth. You know, sometimes, you know, as a woman, you know, sometimes you get discouraged. Your life throws at you, and you let the emotion of that, you know, overpower your life, and they go into slumps, and they, you know what I'm saying? It's just the nature of a woman. Very emotional creatures, but some of the most strongest human beings on the face of this earth. You know. And another one is my grandmother's older sister. No, she's younger than my grandmother. Yeah, well, this is my big cousin mother. And man, she's so that's the aunt that's in Haiti, and my grandmother, and the one I'm talking about, she lives in Brooklyn. They all 3 sisters. So man, is like, to me, is like, I don't know. I can't even describe it. You know what I'm saying? Just the most sweetest, you know what I mean, human being ever, man. Very strictly and powerful with her God and just knowing her, the Bible and everything. Like, he's very healthy and just, you know what I'm saying? Love her dearly. Remember as a kid being at her house and just, you know what I'm saying? Always just used to just love going to her house. Being around my cousins and, you know what I mean? They don't know how much that meant to me as a kid to be around them, you know? But, special, you know, thank you for all of those women. Y'all, each and every one of y'all have as a part of me, and it's just unconditional love to every one of y'all. You know, it's nothing I would not be willing to do to drop of a dime. With that being said, last but not least, my better half, my queen, my everything, to my lady, man. Now there's a strong woman, you know, hard-working woman, very sweet and the most patient and just most, you know, loving, kind, beautiful soul, like, you know, beautiful in and out. Very clean, very hygienic, like, you know, very humble, very respectful, very down to earth, like, and the beauty, man, sometimes she don't even notice that, you know. I stare at her and I look at her, man, and just like, I could just look at her all day. I'm like, damn, as ugly as I am, how did I end up with something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? My lady is dead drop gorgeous, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think no woman in this world has been in my corner the way she has. I've never, ever come across anybody who held me down the way she has. You know, whether it was to borrow her car, because whatever I was doing, bring me something to eat, you know, taking care of me when I was sick. You know, times I was broke, and she knows how I feel about money, especially as a man. She would put money in my pocket just to, you know what I mean, give me that peace of mind. Being there endless, countless times of bailing me out of jail. Getting her sisters a co-sign for me, like time and time and time and time and time again. Where, you know what I mean, she's become accustomed to the system of knowing what to do, how to go about it, put money on the phone so I could talk to her, knowing the bail bondsman, knowing all the courts, the judges. Like, man, trust me, I was no good. And I've come a long way because of this woman. Went from having no license to having a license, went to having no car to having a car, went to having, you know what I mean, no credit to having endless credit cards, went to having, you know, no money to a whole bunch of money in the bank, or not a whole bunch of money. Let me stop playing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to say that you have something saved, you know what I mean, for the special day that I plan on marrying this woman. I want to give her the best, you know, and be able to put down on a nice little house for me and her. And I'm going to continue showing her that, you know, though I might not be worthy of her, I want to show her every day that, you know, I want to fall in love with her every day, time and time and time again. You know, every time she get me mad, or, you know, I get her mad, I always want to be the first to apologize. I always want to be the first to say, you know, I was wrong. I'm sorry. And there's times I hold grudges and I be mad and whatever. But I know in my heart, you know, that's the best thing for me. Like, what? Other women has come and go. I enjoy their time or the pleasure, whatever the case might be, has been in the past or whatever. But none of them can amount to her. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. You know. No money in the world could replace the amount of love this woman has shown me and just been there time for me, time and time again. You know, she's made me a better man. She made me a God-fearing man. She's made me learn how to pray. She's made me learn how to be, you know what I mean, ambitious and driven and just continuing bettering myself as a man. You know, she's teach me how to just, you know, take accountability and just stand up for something greater than me, you know. I love her dearly, man. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. Anything she asks me. Anything. There's nothing she could ask me and I'll say no. But I tell her no all the time because I love playing with her and just putting her through that. You know what I'm saying? But tell her all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? She belongs to me. There's nobody ever, you know what I'm saying, could replace me because I'm never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? It's just, she made me who I am, and you know that's something money can't buy. No other woman can replace. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money you have, how beautiful you are. Like, you are no comparison to her. I'm sorry, hands down. That's just the way it is. You know, there's other women out there I probably still love and have respect for, and that's because, you know, when you love somebody, you want to see them do good. You want to see them succeed. You want to see them prevail, you know, because that's just the love you have for somebody. But to be in love with this woman, I've never been in love with no other woman like I am now, hands down. You know, we have our ups and downs, but as relationships, who has a perfect one? You know, but just want to say thank you, babe. Thank you for everything. All the headaches and times things I put you through, and you just was right there by my side. You know. I don't know. They said behind every great man is a great woman. Shoot. I was no good from the start. So I think behind her, she teach me how to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Because she was generally a good soul, good human being, just naturally, you know, very respectful lady, carry herself with the utmost, you know what I'm saying? God-fearing woman, you know what I'm saying? Hard-working woman, very smart. Teach me how to micromanage my money, build my credit. Like, man, there's so much. Like, I could go on for days. You know what I'm saying? But just wanted to say that to all the women in my family and all the ones that, even if I didn't mention you, you know, special thanks to my godmother too. My godmother is just beautiful soul. Like, you know, she has her 3 kids and they live down south. She always have a special place in my heart because she was always there encouraging me and just talking to me in times when me and my mother, or things that my mother was, you know what I'm saying, put me through, and she was there to just talk to me and just encourage me and always teaching me how to be a God-fearing man and better myself. But, you know, I never forget those conversations, you know, and I love her dearly, you know. That being said, I want to say thank you, God, for all that you've done, for every single woman that you've put in my life, and every little piece that put them together to fit the puzzle that I am. Because Lord knows I was those itty bitty tiny pieces, that puzzle that took forever to get put together, you know what I'm saying? And now that it's finally put together, I want to put it in a frame, you know what I mean? Make sure it's glued and probably stay there forever and be solid, you know. Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you to all of those women, from my grandmother all the way to my lady, everybody in between. I love you guys unconditionally so much. That being said, I thank you guys for sitting here with me and just letting me pour my heart out and just venting. You know, this is food service, food for thoughts, recipe 18. Food for thought of the day is kill them with kindness. You know, women are just a handful at times, especially being a man. You know, there's a lot of times I find myself arguing or fighting with my lady. Like the other day, she was just talking and just we having a fight. The whole time, I just sat there and shut up. I ain't say not a word. You hear me? Mouth running a mile a minute. But I ain't say not a damn thing. Respectfully, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and just stay periodically, you know, you say something and just shut up. We're not doing the back and forth, and, you know what I'm saying? Because women deal with emotions, and that's their thing. They get all that off their chest. Man, we just gonna say that what needs to be said, and that's done. You know, we deal with logic and just plain and simple, black and white, or in between. But women are gonna tell you all the 99 problems. You hear me? But it's funny. One of my youngins called me out of nowhere. He's all the way in Kansas. Him and his woman is going through it, and they're telling me, "You about to hit this." I said, "Yo, bro, don't do it to yourself." One thing I don't condone is I could be as mad as I want to hit my woman. I never have, never will. I don't condone that. You know what I mean? Somebody that hit a woman is a sucker. I mean, my woman could be hitting me. I just stand there and take it, block it, stand there and take it. That's what it is. I'm a man. Like, I know the strength in me and the strength in her is two different things. So I had to tell him, yo, bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it to yourself, because when those three numbers get dialed and them people come there, it's a dub. You in Kansas. Do yourself a favor. Go for a walk. Go walk. Go to, you know what I mean? Just walk around wherever. Just go, be gone for 30 minutes. Let her breathe. Take a shower, regroup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in a hotel all the way in Kansas. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor. Give her like 30 minutes to an hour, bro. Go sit somewhere on the grass and just, you know what I mean? Pray. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my young son. I never seen him with one girl this long. And I'm like, yo, trust me, she's trying to make you better, bro. And you gotta learn how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? When they get like that, shut your mouth. Let them do the talking. A woman can't fight with you if you're not fighting back. They gonna keep talking, but the level of, you know what I'm saying, anger is not gonna escalate because you're not adding fuel to the fire. As a man, that's our job, is just to shut up and just take it and just listen and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? They say you can't win an argument with a woman. You crazy? So, that being said, he called me out of nowhere, or texted me rather, and told me like, yo, thanks, bro. I really needed that. You know what I'm saying? And everything's Gucci, he said. I was like, psst. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, each one teach one, each one reach one. But on that note, yeah, kill them with kindness. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing nice things and just, kissing their behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what a man is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman is here for, to make us better, to make us, you know what I'm saying, calm and cool and collective. Because if not, we didn't have women, we'd be killing each other. Straight barbarians. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, say your prayers, man. Say your prayers for all the special women in your family, your mother, down to the woman in your life that, is holding you down. Let them know how much you love them, you know? And, yeah. Remember, people, there's a war going on outside. No man, no woman, no child is safe. You heard? With that being said, it's Food Service. It's your boy, signing out. Y'all already know. Chill.